We're looking at number 4, where we want to find the half-life of the isotope technetium-99 if there's a 500-gram sample and it decays to 62.5 grams in 639,000 years. So what's that half-life? So how many years is it going to take for half of this isotope to decay? So we're going to look at our knowns. The initial amount is 500 grams. It decays to 62.5. The elapsed time is 639,000 years, and I'm looking for the half-life. Now, there are several ways to solve this. I'm going to solve this conceptually using a table to organize my information. You can put this in any order. This is not a set solution. So I'm looking at how much time has gone by. I have 0 time has elapsed, and I have 500 grams. Remember, I don't have to write a unit here because I put it up here in my header. And no half-lives have gone by when I have 500 grams. Now, it's going to decay to 62.5. So I'm just going to estimate some space and put that some time has gone by and I will have 62.5 grams. And at that time, 639,000 years will have elapsed. And I need to know how many half-lives that took. So the only thing I really know to do by looking at this table of information is I know that sample amount is going to be divided by 2 or halved each half-life until I get to 62.5. So knowing that information, I'm going to half each one. So 500 divided by 2 is 250. 250 divided by 2 is 125. 125 divided by 2 is 62.5. And sure enough, there's a little extra space. I was approximating. So that's fine to have some extra space there. So now I'm going to come back over and say how many half-lives did that take? So the first one is 0. The first time you halved it becomes 1. Half it again. The second half-life, half it again. So it took 3 half-lives to reach 62.5. And it took us 639,000 years. So why do we need that number? Because the half-life that we're looking for is how long does it take to half your sample. So take your total elapsed time, 639,000, and I'm going to go old school. Feel free to use your calculator. Okay, and I'm going to divide that time by the number of half-lives. So 639,000 divided by 3 is going to give me 2, 1, 3, 3 zeros. So it's 213,000 years for this sample to have decayed. Now, if you're using a calculator and it's in scientific notation mode, if we put this in scientific notation, what you may be seeing in your calculator is 2.13 times 10 to the 5th. But you can also put 213,000, right? Or 2.13 times 10 to the 5th. Where'd that come from? Well, if I put that in scientific notation form, that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 placeholders. So it's 2.13 times 10 to the 5th. So either one of those is correct. If I want affirmation, if I want to go back and confirm that that is in fact correct, so I'm not just getting a number out of my calculator, go back up here. Could you then put in, use a different color? Can you say that your first half-life is 213,000? And then if I add another 213,000 years, that would be 426,000. Add another 213,000 to this, and sure enough, I get 639,000. So that's another way that you can confirm that you have indeed found the correct number of half-lives.